morning, everybody. Well, let's fix my chair a little bit here. It is Wednesday morning, so let's get through with the nitty-gritty. Let's start with the basic news. Number one, I will be on JMac this afternoon. JMac, Oregon. That is for his game night called Wee Woo. That's what he calls it, Wee Woo. That starts at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. And also, we are going to have coming up on Friday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on Kick, another night show. And the reason is that we all know that we do like gathering together, which is fine. And so that's a cool thing. We get a chance to gather together. And in addition to that, we have snow coming again on Friday. Isn't that lovely? I also have a private meeting with Wiggy at 1:30 this afternoon as well. Now, I don't know if she's going to come or not, but I'm ready for her to come talk to me and answer some of my questions I want to know. Try to see if we can kind of at least smooth things over, because remember, Wiggy's the one who does the intros. Let's give her thanks for that. And the outros. She did the outros as well. The one that you're seeing now and the predecessor, which is ones you see in my videos. So I think it's only fair to give her a thank you for that as well. Good morning, Terry Kitty. Let's get the QEQ link up today. Let's never forget. And, yeah, I know I gotta fix my screen because, I think I got this. Ugh. These things are very picky about how close they gotta be. If they're too far away, you get the sparkly effect. You get too close. I gotta put some chucks underneath these wheels. The problem with this chair is the wheels roll too good now, because my floor does have a slight slant to it. And so if I just sit here, you'll see my chairs that will turn. It's kind of weird. But that's expected when you live in an old place like this. The floors are never level. They're never level. No, not never whale captions. The floors are never level, because these old houses, they tend to slant one way or the other. I've lived in many apartments and houses like this, so it's not the first time. So, of course, it's a lot better than when the other chair, when wheels, you couldn't even move them without basically feeling like you're going to rip the rug to shreds. That was the other problem. So, anyway, I saw American Amy was here as well. Good morning to you, American Amy. Just kind of make sure I get the screen on that shows me how we're doing stat-wise here. Right now we currently got 8 people on, which is a good start. For the morning. Absolutely nice numbers. Don't you love nice numbers? I know I do. Oh, yeah. Of course you do. Well, you can sort of see outside. It's cold. It's not snowing. It's not sleeting. It's not raining. It's not slushy. Although you can't see crap because it's all fogged up outside. But it's. I can tell you right now, the sun is sort of peeking through, and the skies are kind of blue. I can see that in the hazy picture there. So I would say the weather probably looks like it's A-okay. Well, we have snow on the ground. Yes, absolutely. We have snow on the ground. But it's not snowing right now. How you doing, PDX? When do you want to schedule a follow-up? Because I didn't hear anything from Facebook about you wanting to schedule a follow-up interview. So maybe later on today you may want to reach out to me on Facebook so we can schedule the next Saturday interview between me and you on your channel. So, yeah, so anyway, we'll be taking care of a couple different things today. A meeting with Wiggy and about 1:30, and then we'll go over to J-Max at 5. And I'm really surprised that we're up to 1,710. May I see? Give yourself a pat on the back. We did it. Okay. It's easier sometimes, PDX, just to type it with me in Messenger. Don't call me, because with my hearing loss, it's misery. It's just easier to type to me in Messenger. I'm feeling better. I'm glad to know that. Good morning, MicheleMarieDalene. So anyway, we had a good night show last night on Silvermoon Driving Movies.
Oh yeah!
The Princess Bride and the Space Trucker. Okay, I know Space Trucker looks kind of like a stupid movie, but sometimes I actually like to watch stupid movies. Well, typing isn't so bad. I gotta remember that for people who with hearing loss, typing is the easiest way to communicate if you don't know sign language, which I don't. And you can't get your clear closed captioning speech to text thing, then typing is the best way to go, because we can understand what you're saying and you can understand what we're saying. Unless you want to use a relay service, but then my TTD TDY isn't hooked up right now either, so that would kind of suck too, because then I'd have to hook up my TDD, and you got a software program that's built in your phone that does TDD. I never tried it though. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can call on Facebook Messenger. The reason I don't usually call you people on Facebook Messengers because they don't have a voicemail option anymore on it. They used to be that if you weren't there, Facebook used to have a voicemail. Still caught one of those. Okay. Good morning, Mills. Welcome to the show. the voice to text quite often doesn't understand me. Exactly, I have the same problem. It's a step in the right direction. Here's a rule of thumb. If voice to text doesn't understand you, don't expect me to understand you, because I'm just as bad as voice to text. Oh, unfortunately, my eyesight, even if I did know it, it wouldn't do me much good, because I wouldn't be able to see a signer from across the room or anything. Unless they did like the Helen Keller, where they're manipulating their hands to make certain manual alphabet signs like that. If I knew that good enough to do that, that would work, but that'd be very slow. You do good, Michelle, with your limited sight and your limited hearing. Yeah, thank you. That's one of the reasons why I'm excited about the fact is, after this life is done, I go home, I will be made and restored to absolute perfection. One membership is being donated out. American Amy was gifted the membership. Congratulations, American Amy. So, the point is that we are finally growing. The channel is making more money. And, you know what? I'll tell you one of the things that made things really grow was getting back into doing the vlogs, and we're going to be covering the spirituality stuff and other topics. That's what made this channel grow. It wasn't just doing the live streams. The live streams are certainly part of it, working with the PDX and Howard and a few other people. Awareness to them have helped my channel grow, which I think is a great thing. So, I mean, sometimes in the morning it's like trying to push a boulder up a hill. I mean, sometimes I don't always have a whole morning's worth of news to cover. Other than this, we know that Donald Trump had won the Iowa caucuses. And we know the Democrats are not leaving him alone. They're always trying to find ways to drag him into court again and again and again. But the thing is, every time they do that, they're making him, it's like giving him free publicity. The more and more they do that, the more and more they sensationalize his court cases, the more and more people are flocking to his defense and his support. Good morning, David S. Welcome to the show. I think YouTube itself has its own lottery. I don't think it's... For example, you can pull up 10 people. Okay, 10 gifts of 10 memberships. And then YouTube will just do the equivalent of their own Weevil lottery balls and pull out 10 people out of the queue and give them memberships. Even if they already have memberships. Which is absolutely fascinating when it does that. Yes, it's QEQ. 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 Like it always is. QEQ. So, I mean, I'm thinking it's amazing that we're seeing a lot of very interesting energies in 2024 coming in. And we're seeing more and more people are becoming aware that the system that is going on in the United States and the world is unsustainable. And that people are finally realizing that the far leftist agenda is not in support of individuals. It's in support of something that we don't like, a police state. Right. I mean, most people don't really care because most people don't think he's the one that committed crime. And yet the one that has been committing crimes is still sitting in the White House and still working with his drug-induced son and still trying to break the law. He has to go, guys. He has to go. Hello, Big Stan's Entertainment. Change your name again, Stan? Welcome to the channel anyway. It does. And randomly, I was really happy to get one, especially from Tiger. It just seems right. Well, because that was probably the one you were last talking. And so, for some reason, it pulled your name up out of the hat. Could you imagine what would happen if you actually had to accept one? Imagine how frustrating the suffer would be. Congratulations, you have the ability to receive a free 1-month membership. Are you interested? Yes, no. Let's just say everybody said no, and then the thing says, oh, so I have to hold on to the membership until next show? Next show. Hi, Jando. How you got a membership here? Would you be interested? And let's say no one takes that, and then somebody else skips out another 10. I think YouTube, in one sense, makes more sense. It's to just give out random ones and see who gets them. Which works out for me. Good morning, Parasolo. Mojo, good morning to you. Yeah, it's definitely trying to be random. In some ways, it's impartial. By the way, for those of you who didn't see the movies last night, they were good. I did a very, 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 very short after show, like I said, and it wasn't very long. I just wanted to say that, remember, guys, that we are hoping to expand our Patreon page too. Please understand, Patreon page is not connected to YouTube. So if you get a Patreon membership, it is independent of YouTube. Make sure you spelled it right. I think I spelled it right that time. I'll see if it goes up this time. Anyway, the thing is so we're trying to encourage people to come check out the Patreon page for $1 a month. You get access to content. Like it says here, come to the Patreon link because to get access to our old Silvermoon radio shows. Monthly plans start at $1 a month. Now, we do more than just radio shows on Patreon. But trying to keep it in the length to fit all the different social media sites means I had to focus on one category. Otherwise, I could easily fill like 3 lines of text just describing all the stuff you can get. But it helps support the show. And it helps to show your appreciation. Also, because we do a lot of our music shows and movie nights and Kick, please check out that too. You know, well, if you're a polar bear, I don't know if I want to be on the beach today. If you're a polar bear, maybe. Yeah, it's cold here too. Of course, where you are, Amy, it's a little warmer than here. Have your iguanas fallen out of the tree yet? That's the strangest thing. When it gets too cold, it rains lizards. I'm not joking about that. It's true. We have ice everywhere. Yeah. We have ice here too, I can tell you that. Even Rusty, my cat, didn't want to go out for too long. I've been supposed to do a panel for 3 days. Hopefully I get around to it today. I just haven't felt great. Not horrible, just not that great. A panel for who? What show? My show? Your show? Yeah. Well, thank you for your support. I do appreciate that. Big Steve Entertainment says, much love, Michelle Marie. My name is Steven. Welcome to the show. Are you talking about the iguanas? The ones that fall out of trees? The geckos, iguanas, yeah. Kind of interesting. Think about it, they get too cold, they lose their grip on the bark, and then they fall to the ground. Oh, okay. I don't schedule them, that's why I'm spontaneous. Right, well, I always try to keep the show at a regular time when I can, because then everybody knows where I am, and then they know. It's likewise when I have live schedule. If I have a guest that I plan ahead, I also schedule them, like I did with Frankie McDonald there. He and I arranged to come on at 1 o'clock that Friday, and he was here, and we had a good show. Yes, it's the same link, by the way. It's the same link. QEQ. Keep that link in your files, guys, because we do reuse that one a lot. We don't give it to anybody else, though, without checking to see if they're appropriately good people, because we get these scoundrels, and they have to change the link, and then everybody has to start all over again from scratch. And nobody wants to go through that. Oh, no! You bet. I don't want to go through that either. So that's why it's important when you have a link like that one, make sure to protect it like you would your social security number, because we want to keep the bad people out of this channel. Yeah, she says, that's hard work, Michelle. I tried that for a while, and I had a friend that was supposed to be helping me and didn't seem to understand what I needed from them, so that was hard for me. Sometimes it's hard for me because there's some days I want to be like Garfield the cat and just sleep in. And it's like the Dunkin' Donuts guy. Gotta make the donuts. We gotta make the show. Oh, absolutely. Which brings about a problem, American Amy, is sometimes people suggest I should get a guest on, and I go to the YouTube channel, and they don't have an email address. And so you try to post information in one of the videos. Hopefully you watched it first, but And then the minute you give a link, their spam bot catches it and throws your address into the tip. How are you supposed to ask them if they want to be on the show if you don't have an email address? I don't know how to do that. Everybody says, you should just go on the stream and say you want to talk to them. But that's kind of crazy because that means I have to keep combing YouTube over and over again to find out when the show is live. And that makes it really hard. That's why you go look at my page. You'll see my address is twice listed. Once is publicly seeable and once is one of those hidden addresses. I don't even see people even doing that much. That's kind of even rare for me to see on other channels doing that. Yes, I drink coffee right here. Folgers Classic Roast Instant Coffee, cold. And my Silvermoon radio cup, which is available in our store for $20 in our web store. Come get your cup. It's a 20-ounce cup for $20. Why is it, Amy? I have a guess. Okay. So that's smart. Overtime Riser, that sucks. You can always have a limit comment on the channel. They may see it. Notice the word may. I try really hard to post a comment. But, over the years, so many people made me look so bad that some people, the minute they see my name, they're like, I don't want to be on that Nutjob's channel. I heard on 4chan she's really weird. And Kiwi Fiorums keeps confirming it. Screw both of them. I know I put it in my description too, but yes, you can put it in your About section on your page. Your address. And I try really hard to do that. Also, everybody, if you can, and I know with StreamYards it's almost impossible to do this, please enable closed captions for your live streams. It's so easy. It doesn't take much to do. Enable the closed caption tab and select automatic speech to text closed captioning. It's not perfect, but for me, it really, really makes it so much easier to understand what's going on the channels I'm watching. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is that's one of the reasons why I make sure as many people know how to reach me as I can. You can reach me on Facebook. Here you go. Let's go through all the places you reach me. Facebook. Oh, yeah. X. Yes. Oh, yeah. Kick. Oh, yeah. Instagram. Not. Oh, no, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't have Instagram. Oh, well. Oh, no. Okay, so no Instagram, but Daily Motion. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What else I got? Rumble. Oh, yeah. Odyssey. Oh, yeah. Email. Oh, yeah. Telephone. Oh, yeah. Oh, that number is only given out to very few people. In other words, I'm very easy to find. You just gotta look at my About section or where the About section would be in the new format they have. It says American English, which is way better than a Stanley Cup and way easier to get and any more economical. Yeah. And Orange, good morning to you. So, I mean, we've achieved a lot in the last few years. I've been on YouTube for 11 years. Longer than that, 13 years. Well, 12.9 years. 12.9, whatever, just say 13. I don't think anyone's going to care about those. Actually, 14 years, because I signed up on July 16th of 2010. But I didn't do my first live stream until about 9 months later. It was a video, because I didn't have to host a live stream at the time. And so we started out just doing videos. And there's nothing wrong with doing videos, because after we started going back to doing videos again, our subscription count has exploded. Thank you for being here, American Amy. I'll talk to you soon. Wishing a great day to everyone at Steve Entertainment. Sometime, Steve, maybe you should tell me a little bit about your channel, what you cover since you're here. What do you do on your entertainment? What kind of entertainment do you do? Good morning, Chris. Well, at least you got something, Chris. After all, what's snow? Snow is like shaved particulate of ice. Absolutely. I was waiting to jump up. Okay, try again, Tiger Kitty. I don't know why sometimes the sound doesn't come through my speakers here. Iron finger is on that button right now. What? Oh, you did that again, Michelle. I know, I see that. Alright, so what's coming up, Tiger Kitty? All hailing frequencies are open. Then I heard something instead. No, I didn't see anything on the screen, Mom. Oh. I do all forms of entertainment, from cooking to Ashmer, live streams, etc. Let me ask you a question, since you seem to have you're focused in entertainment, where I try to focus on educational type topics. What do you think works out better for some people on YouTube? Is it the live streaming? Is it the long form videos or the shorts? Okay, there we go. Tiger Kitty wants to come on now. Admit one. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
Hey.
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Great. Good night last night, I thought.
Oh, yeah. You like the movies?
Yeah. It was nice. We were all chatting as well.
Oh, yeah. It was the side chat that was kind of fun, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very good night.
It was a really cool movie. I mean, I actually had a good time with that. You know.
What was it? Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was. You had a lot of people as well watching, Michelle.
We have the 14, I think.
That's good for movie night. That's pretty good.
We're starting to grow the Kick channel too, and everybody loves Silvermoon Radio.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I wonder if this Sunday night at 7 o'clock on Silvermoon Radio, if we may not hit 20 people.
You never know. Never know. I mean, you got to get word out, Michelle. People have got to know about it, I think. And I guess
Something
we could all
Steve
do more.
Says they do all forms of entertainment. He said, right now, shorts are doing well for me, but its consistency is the major factor. Stay consistent in your uploads. Uploads are easier for me, honestly, than live streams, because live streams, there's always somebody who's always trying to play King of the Mountain with me with live streams. And they'll try knocking my show off the air every time they can. Where once the video is uploaded on YouTube server, they realize they lose their chances because it's already in their can. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how is that even funny now? Like, in the beginning, maybe, but good God.
What's that?
They keep doing that as if it's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's not even, it's old.
Yeah, well, right now they're leaving me alone, which is good. So, but they also realize now that since I'm also recording a local copy of it, and we set the system to adjust for video quality, that they haven't been able to do the kind of damage that they were doing in the past.
Right. Also, I tell you what, that new thing where you can see what people have said and if they've changed their troll names, I really think that stopped a lot of trolls coming in. Because we would have worked out who they were.
Yeah.
Because of their changing of the names, I think.
And not only that, but you also do realize that now for when you want to talk on the side chat here, you have to be subscribed for at least 20 minutes.
Well, that's good. That's good.
That's also one of the reasons why the channel's growing.
Right, I admit in the beginning I thought it was too long, but it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what you're doing.
He said stay consistent with uploads. I'm not really good at live streams, but I do have them.
Sorry.
Well, Steve, let me tell you one thing. When you got a hearing problem and you have an eyesight problem, live streams can be really hard to do. Even if you got normal hearing, but you're legally blind, registered blind, getting a live stream to work out is hard because you can only see so much in front of your face, and you're trying to, Well,
I don't know, Michelle, because you got to have things to talk about every day. Like, you're doing this every single day, even on a Sunday, because you do Silvermoon, so you do stream every day. You do. And I just this is why you're running out of topics to talk about, because, I mean, what else can you cover?
Oh, what else is there to cover? Well, let's put it this way. We already know Trump is already taking the Iowa caucus. And we already know that Joe Biden's attempts to try to screw him over haven't worked. Because Donald Trump is being found innocent repeatedly of charges.
Go Trumpy.
Yeah, Trump is doing it. And every time that Biden tries to make him look worse and worse and worse, it's free publicity for Trump. And more and more people are saying Trump has got to be the good guy. Keep trying to convict the guy over and over again. And then they find the court cases are being appealed and dismissed by judges left and right. Because they can't find evidence, because there is no evidence. Whereas Hunter Biden, evidence is coming up like a big steaming pile out of your septic tank. You know that the Democrats are trying to sweep that one under the floor. They don't want to admit that, Biden and his son are doing some bad stuff. The red square is back again. Never mind the square, you got the local copy recording anyway. Yeah. So the thing is that Biden, in his corrupt administration, are trying to do everything to destroy the opportunity for Trump. But in doing so, they're making him a hero, a martyr for the cause.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that ball keeps rolling, because I don't know. I want Trump, but I just don't have much faith. What's happened to your show?
The normal. We had the red square of death. Oh, am I going to restart the stream again? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We got to dismiss it. Don't worry, we got the local copy going, guys.
Is that DDoSers?
I don't know who did that. Let's see, we're still recording it, guys. Let me see if we're still live. When it's right here. Yeah, we're still live in a new link. Well, we're still talking the main link. So let me just get on that link here. So the good thing is we got the setup going now where they can't really mess with us too much because we're back live again. The only thing they're going to change is they're going to change the stream, restore chat.
Yeah, but did you lose your viewers?
I'm confused, Michelle. What's that? If you're still live, yeah, we're fine. Oh, I didn't know that. That's weird. That works. It works. All right, fine. Cool. Let's get this back on the screen here, you guys. Just really weird when they do that. Because they know that my channel is bringing in a lot of viewers, and the people that are doing this are not happy because they're not.
Yeah, well, jealousy and hate are terrible things.
It's two emotions that this world does not need right now. It's jealousy and hate.
Right, and jealousy and hate, it's just very vicious.
Yeah,
very vicious. I mean, really, who's got anything against you? What the fuck have you done to anyone?
Yeah.
It's absurd.
So when you guys want, if you don't want to see part 1 and part 2, I'll delete part 1 and part 2 and I'll upload the actual video. Or I can just keep them both around and upload this complete stream from the beginning so you don't suffer the net split. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me too.
Yeah, or how about they just leave you alone? Just leave her alone.
I'm sure Donald Trump probably would like to ask the same question. Because they
leave him alone.
They won't leave him alone because he's too important to them. He's too important to them. That's why they won't leave him alone. Because he's doing things for the people. And like I said, if they keep kicking us off, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you what. We got this original copy uninterrupted that you guys can catch. And 9 of you came right back on right away.
It is very illegal to be doing what they're doing.
It is very illegal. Very patently illegal in the United States to do this. And it's also stupid, too. Because right now, the Federal Communications Commission is also working with law enforcement to go after squatters as well.
It's funny how we have no trolls. No, everything's good. Now they start up again.
Well, we have trolls, but the thing is that they can't do nothing. Here's why. Because the reason they can't do nothing is that if they try to do anything, I'm just going to sit here. Oh, wow. I don't want to make it bigger. Okay. I want to make sure they're not... Okay, that's fine. Good.
Let's not even discuss it, Michelle. Let's move on. So, what your tarot cards telling you?
So, 1:30 today, I'm going to be having a meeting with Wiggy. And try to find a way to kind of make things a little bit better. After all, she's created a lot of her intros and outros, and I really think she's got a lot of creativity in her skill set. And she's been a major contributor to artwork and stuff like that. So,
morning, Parasol.
Good morning. Good morning, Parasol. Sorry about that.
Morning.
It's 17 degrees.
Michelle, what do the tarot cards have in store for you? I'm sure you've been reading them.
What's that now?
What do the tarot cards have in store for you this month? What did they say?
I did them yesterday. It says that you're doing gangbusters. I did my own tarot readings. They came up the same way. the same as several other tarot readings for Virgo also said the same things, is that you're going to be growing in prosperity and success.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, you are more successful than you were. Look at your numbers. Look at your finances. Look at your home. I mean, things are getting better for you, Michelle, but it's just going to take time.
True. Right now we are this morning we were up to 1,710 people before I came live.
Wow. That's great.
Yes, it is. And we're going to keep focusing on making this better. And it seems it was not the live streams that did it by themselves. It was the videos, too.
All right. Well, keep them up, Michelle. Keep up the videos.
Yeah.
What videos do you do that people most like to watch?
Right now, they're liking the spirituality ones.
Oh, great.
And I do like the vlogs, too. But they like it when I'm on the couch. Me and Lumi talking about spirituality. And they enjoy those because they're videos of hope.
Right, yeah.
And people like videos of hope. Because right now...
How did your Martin Luther King video go? I thought it was pretty good.
It went very well. It had like 48 views on it.
Wow, very good.
Yeah, it did very well. It was also very short, too. It was only like 15 minutes, but it did very well.
I bet the slap chop video did better.
You mean with the yam slap? I'm just down with 2 cups of coffee. I'm ready to go. Okay, says Mills Bells. Welcome to the show. So the thing is, guys, is we are growing. And people like hearing channels of good news. There's so many channels that focus on the negative.
People that support you would love to hear good news.
What's that?
Don't let the haters. The haters, they just don't care. But who cares about them?
Well, the way the haters support the channel too, because they're watching the content.
Right. Every bum in the seat counts, you said.
So really they're lovers, but they're impartial lovers. They're like
make love, not war. So, what did you have for dinner last night, Michelle?
Leftover lasagna for the night before.
Ooh. Did you make that?
I bought it was a frozen one I bought in the store.
Oh, okay. Have you ever made one?
I know how to make one, yeah. I made them used to make them before when there was more people here, but, you know, right now I'm really not eating a ton of food because we're trying to get rid of a ton of weight. I don't know if I lost any weight in my face. I think you're lost.
Well, I think you need to look at your food and what it is. It might not be the quantity that you're eating. It might be what you're eating.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you've got a terrible sweet tooth.
I have no ice cream. I have no cookies. I have no ice cream. All I got is vanilla pudding. I have 2 boxes of chocolate pudding left and a couple boxes of vanilla pudding left. That's all I have. Just a couple days ago, I did buy some chocolate, but I had my food stamps. When I went to go get some milk, all I had for milk was a half a gallon, so I bought that. And that was on, was it Monday? Something like Monday. Sunday. I went down to Cumberland Farms, and I had a skirt over my dress, what I'm wearing right now, with a sweater on, which I'm wearing right now. And I'll tell you, I wasn't cold. And it was windy, but I wasn't cold.
Well, I wouldn't go out too much if I were you, if there's that snow on the ground. Not with your knee.
Well, I don't like to go out too much when there's snow on the ground either, but, you know, sometimes I have to. But there was no snow on the ground on Sunday. So,
Right.
It wasn't too dangerous to go out, and there was no snow. It didn't snow until yesterday. So...
Did you hear anything else about the guy that died in the basement?
No, I haven't heard any more about the guy that died in the basement.
Wonder where he is. I wonder what they did with him.
I don't know. They probably put him in a wood chipper. They probably just composted him. Nobody liked the guy. The guy was a real dirtbag. No one wanted to be with the guy. He had no friends. He had no family.
Well, there's a reason probably for that.
Well, we know the reason. You know.
Yeah, he didn't deserve any friends or any family.
All he ever wanted was his drugs, and that was it. Oh no, what he did to his own kids was despicable too. Never mind that.
Yeah.
You know, but no one loved him, no one liked him. Unlike Homeless Mike, if they were to do a memorial service for him, there'd probably be only like 2 people that show up. Whereas when Homeless Mike, there was over 100 people at the memorial service.
Yeah, there was. He had a good send-off. I'm still kind of... I'm just glad I never saw Homeless Mike get that angry that FC was talking about. Because
Homeless Mike always tries so hard to live a life like St. Francis of Assisi.
I know, but then when FC was saying that they got Homeless Mike really angry and were trolling him and then being nasty to him and then he nearly hit you, that kind of has put me off.
Yeah, I remember that, but it was the trolls that drove him to that level.
I guess, yeah.
You gotta keep that in mind.
Right, I know, and they're relentless, I know.
So anyway, I think it's gonna be interesting what's gonna happen. I talked to Wiggy. I don't know what to expect.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't really care.
She agreed to be recording. In fact, she insisted I recorded it. I said, okay, fine. We'll record it anyway, because I was going to do that anyway, just as a backup. And so what I'll do is I'll send to the group, both groups.
Look, here's my views. I'm not interested in people that take things too far. There's trolling and there's abuse, and that's my stand on things. I will never agree or like the fact about the porn. Never. No one's going to change my mind. That's because I'm morally right, and everyone else that I've talked to agrees with me. So I'm not a fucking insane person.
Well, I still think she deserves credit for the good things she's done, like the outro.
Yeah, the intro and the outro. We'll give her credit for that. And I do give her credit for that.
I think she deserves credit for that. And so if she was...
let's move on.
If she really meant harm, that outro could have been so vile and so despicably disgusting it would never be shown. But the outro is actually very good, so I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
And again...
So what you got planned for tonight, Michelle? You got any plans for tonight?
Then 5 o'clock in J-Mac, Oregon's Wee Woo channel, I'll be there.
Oh, yeah? Oh, great. Good luck, Michelle. I'm going to try and be there.
That's right. It's tonight. It's 5 o'clock our time.
You won big time last time, didn't you?
Well, actually, I won on a technicality because originally the ball that came up was 41. My number was 42, but J-Mac kept saying 42, 42, 42, 42, 42. And so obviously... he realized that later on that really was number 41. But he realized that since he kept saying 42, there was no reason not to give me the card because he said, well, I said 42, so I guess I should give Michelle the card. And then out of nowhere, gifted me his card.
Oh, that's great.
So that's how I ended up getting 2 cards because one was gifted by out on the wire.
And you enjoyed it. You liked their hot chocolate, didn't you?
Yeah.
The Starbucks, I mean.
Yeah.
Or the white chocolate.
By the way, the vanilla hot chocolate was really good. I thought that was actually better than the chocolate. But
I've never tried it. I've had Starbucks, but I've never gone for these flavored coffees. I just have a normal coffee.
Yeah, well, I love the vanilla chocolate one. And
have
so
three.
first I bought a chocolate one with the gift card, and then I bought a vanilla one with my own money because after I paid for Krista's and mine, there was a little bit extra. We had a little bit extra because they're a little more than $5 each. So I had to pay some cash in addition to it. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was worth it. It was a day out and a memory.
Yeah, it was a day out. And also, would love to remind everybody that we do have our Amazon wish list up here too. If you are interested in making donations and want to donate, but don't want to worry about having your address given out or anything, you can donate to the wish list as well. So I'm just pulling out the links here because I got to put the donate link.
Morning, nerd.
So there we go. I'm going to share this last one out. There we go. Click on the 3 dots here. Pin it. So, yeah, I mean, definitely check out the... Also, we need to remind people to please check out the Patreon page. Because there's so many things that we're trying to do now with the Patreon page. And make people aware that's where you can find the videos and stuff and content that we don't have on YouTube, but we're in Kick or Twitch that are long, rollout of the system and Kick or Twitch. So you can watch there, like the Silvermoon radio shows, for example, which is most of that is Silvermoon radio. But I mean, some people love the fact that they can go ahead and put on a music show any time of day and listen to them. So if you want to listen to music when we're not live, you can just go back and listen to the replay. There's enough shows there now that you can actually play all the replays for 24 hours a day. And
so, Michelle, I've got a question for you.
What's that?
What is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is to learn and to grow. And to expand your education.
But why?
And to be excellent to one another, because they're also on the same road as you are. To me,
why?
That is the meaning of life. Because we're driven to do this. The pursuit of knowledge, the pursuit of being, par excellence is something that humanity truly craves deep down instinctually.
I guess that still didn't answer the question. Like, what is this all for? What's the purpose of this?
Because we just love to learn. It's our adventurous nature of the human race. I mean, sure, you got people that love to travel to different lands, by different means of travel. They enjoy the same thing. The ability to explore.
Yeah, well, you're lucky because you can what do you do?
Yeah, I do astro travel, yeah.
Astro travel. Well, I can't astro travel. I wouldn't even know how to start astro
Many people can, but it takes practice. It's just like...
So how do you start off? Like, if I'm sitting on my bed right now.
Well, there's lots of tutorial videos on YouTube on it. I mean,
all right.
I could explain it better than me.
I'm gonna try it today and see if I can do it.
Just be aware that you need to make sure that you don't send all of your soul into the ether. Because if your whole soul goes into ether, then a demon can come in and take your body.
Oh my God, I'm not doing it. You've put me off. There's no way. No.
Well, you gotta be careful though. So yeah, that's why Lumi and I usually, one of us usually stays behind on the watch out. Because me and Michelle learned it. If you don't have someone there to keep an eye on the body, the negative bad guys can come in. But there are ways to do it without sending out opening the door to some squatters coming into your body.
See, this is all more complicated than I imagined.
It's a little more complicated. It's not too complicated. It's like if you're going on an extended vacation to your house, and even though you're locked up and everything, all of a sudden you come home and you find some stranger sleeping in your bed, and you go, "What are you doing here?" I live here.
Is it scary going off like that, or does it feel like you're dreaming?
It's kind of like dreaming, except you got the same sights, smells, and sounds, because you're really there at that place.
Wow. I mean, honest to God, it sounds amazing.
It is.
You are very lucky to be able to.
I mean, I'll do it ever since I was very little, and I know how to do it without even thinking about it.
Wow.
That's something that a lot of people don't know how to do.
No.
And it doesn't mean that you are a bad, or, I mean, I'm trying to find the right word, right? Doesn't mean you're inadequate if you can't do it, because most people don't, because they don't think it's worth it. But I find that for people who have disabilities, it is worth it. Because sometimes we forget that when you're astral travel, you're not necessarily astral traveling, walking around with all your disabilities.
Oh my God! So when you do it, you can see and hear and walk around.
I can see, I can hear, I can dance like Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire. Yeah,
that is amazing.
And because you can also taste the food you're eating, you can smell the air. You can feel the surfaces below your fingers. It's just totally awesome.
It does sound awesome. I wish I could do it. I think my brain blocks me from.
Well, I'm sure that FC can teach you how to do it. FC can teach you. I'm sure maybe Parasolo could teach you. Maybe even PDX might be able to teach you something about it.
Well, when you meditate, you're supposed to clear your mind. I can't ever clear my mind to get to that point.
Well, yeah, it does help when you can just temporarily put your problems on the side for a little bit.
No, see, I can't do that.
That's probably the hardest thing, because you gotta have a clear mind of thought. So which means don't try to go into it when you're worried about paying the gas bill. All of a sudden, the next thing you know, you might start thinking about big tanks of propane dancing with you. That's kind of a joke. I said kind of, because the truth is if you got too much on your mind, you can't really get a clear astral travel. Hello, Nerd Pop. Welcome to the show. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you. Welcome to the show anyway.
I like that name, Nerd Pop.
Does anybody here actually know where People of Peace is? I still would like to find him.
Well, no. When he used to come around, the others kind of hated him. So I would imagine he doesn't.
Well, I think he kind of overdid it a lot of times. I got mad at him in the end.
He did. He was very annoying. Very.
Yeah. Yeah, he was more successful than a Roach Motel, I'll tell you that. All of a sudden, we go from a room of about 20, 30 people, we go to a room of 5. Thank you very much.
All right, Michelle. I'm going to be in the side chat, but I've got to jump down because I've got to make a phone call.
What's that?
All right. So I'll be in the side chat in a minute after my phone call.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you later.
And right now, because we had some netsplit earlier, a lot of people did not know that we're live on part 2. So I will upload the first video, which on my local copy didn't get split, so they can watch that. And that way no one feels like they're missing half of a conversation. It's just kind of awkward when it happens. You can't really stop it. But since we're running a local copy of the video, at least no one really misses out. And of course, in Kick, you might see the slight bump in the road, but you're still actually, your chat kind of wraps, or kind of conveniently kind of works up too, so you can still see the full chat. Kind of awkward, but it does work. So, it's 11:05. Yep. 11:05. So Friday we're going to see more snow on the East Coast. It's going to warm up for a little bit after Friday. We're not really super warm, but it's going to be warming up a little bit. And I want to say to everybody that has subscribed and is still part of the show that I really do thank you for being here. And if you want to know anybody out there that was on part 1 that kind of got missed out on part 2, tell them we're still live on part 2. But I really don't have much more to say, honestly. We'll talk about what the channel is going to be focusing on. Good morning, Krista. How you doing? We're going to keep working on the spirituality videos because those are bringing in a lot of views and a lot of watchers. We're going to continue to work on Silvermoon Radio AM 1610 because it also brings in a lot of views and watchers on Kick. We're going to continue the Silvermoon drive-in movie theaters on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock on Kick because they're also bringing in more views now. And don't forget that Kick shows only stay as video on demand for 15 days after they're recorded. And then they rotate out. So older shows from Kick are stored on Patreon. So if you go to the Patreon page, that's where you can find them. And let's not forget, too, that, we want to continue to grow the channel and continue to accentuate the positive energies. It's time to put the bad energies to bed. The washer's working great. I'm glad to know that. How's the dryer working? Because I know you got a replacement dryer too. Yeah, I mean, I would say probably by next week we're probably gonna have to go to the laundromat again and get some washing done. Maybe. Yeah, I'd definitely say what, Friday? Let's see. Today's what? Wednesday. At 7 days today. 24th, 25th, 26th. So the 26th of January, I'll probably have to go to the laundromat again. Yeah, she got that used in the past. So now she's got a completely functioning laundry facilities downstairs. I know I could use her washer and dryer if I was in a hurry, but I try to plan my laundry sessions so that I don't have to necessarily inconvenience my neighbors. It also gives me at least every 2 weeks to get out of the house and do something different. And also we have doctor's appointment 25th, which is a Friday, and the 29th, which is a Monday in the morning, because the doctor's in the morning, so that's Friday and Monday. Even if I had a washer, where am I going to dry this stuff? I can't put the stuff outside because I'm afraid of Kyle the bleach brat. Remember what he did to my underwears, and the amount of damage he did to my underwears. Even if I hang out the stuff outside to dry, freeze dry, it takes a couple of days to dry. It takes about a week. Once it's that cold, it takes about a week outside in the cold to dry. Right. A landlord who can't have a washing machine. He's worried about the cost of his hot water and his cold water bill going up. That's why. He's also afraid of leaks, which I can see the reasoning behind the leaks concern. Yeah, there is. There is a hookup under my sink. The problem is there's no hookup for a drain hose. You have to hang it over the sink. And the space for the actual washer is right next to my, where my garbage can sits. The problem is that's a really skinny washing machine. And for stackable. But there's no 220 hookup for that. So how are you going to run until a stackable washer and dryer? There's no place to put it. He doesn't mind me using my Wonder Washer, which is fine for most things. After all, the Wonder Washer can wash usually about a week's worth of underwear one day, hang them up on my shower rod, let them dry for a few days, then wash the socks, packs of socks the next day or 2 days later, and then when the underwears are dry, take them down, put the socks up. I've done that many times where I wash the laundry in 2 or 3 day segments.
Oh, yeah!
Because, just like it says, if it fits, it ships. Or if in this case, if it fits, it drips. Because they only got so much room on my shower rod. If it fits, it drips for one low price. Absolutely. He doesn't even want the people downstairs to have a washer dryer. They used to have a washer dryer downstairs in apartment 4. I don't know if they still have one anymore. Which doesn't really bother me anyway, because the main fact is that I don't mind going to the laundromat once every 2 weeks. It doesn't bother me. Sometimes it's just nice to see a change of scenery. So, let's see. We're back to 13 people. If those of you that just came in, sorry about the net split. I don't have much control over that. So what we'll do is we will upload the complete video, local copy, from beginning to end. And we'll keep these videos up here as part 1 and part 2. So if you want to watch the whole video without the net split, you can. I mean, I don't have any other suggestions other than that. So, it's cold outside, but it will warm up eventually, guys. After all, March is the beginning of spring. March 21st is the end of my season. So some of you probably are happy to hear that. This year I told you guys, I said we're going to have snow this year. And I said we're going to be back on the job. And we're going to be sure that people know that I was back on the job. And so this year, we're kicking ass and not backing down at all.
Oh yeah!
Just another Wednesday. They said, oh yeah, I just take a kidding. Okay. Now, for those of you who want to know what Silvermoon Radio sounds like and you want to check it out, we uploaded a sample album here to YouTube. The sample album includes much music from the show, or some of the music we play on the show. It's kind of like a sampler, kind of like a Whitman sampler. You know, Whitman's chocolate sampler. So you can go ahead and enjoy 24 minutes of music here. And you can share the music with your friends, your family. Maybe even have it when you first get up in the morning as your wake-up alarm. Some people do that. You know, because we want to continue to grow Silvermoon Radio music and Silvermoon Radio or Silvermoon Drive-In Theater as well. We have one of the Silvermoon Drive-In Theater shows up on Patreon. So don't feel like you're going to miss out. You can watch them. Sometimes they're only on Kick for 15 days. But even so, they're always guaranteed. Silvermoon Radio always will be copied over to Patreon, so you can listen to them whenever you want. It's $1 a week, $1 a month. $1 a month gets you access to the newer stuff. Unfortunately, the older prices on the older shows are a bit more expensive, but if you want to get the older shows, they're like $5 and $10 a month. The new stuff is $1 a month. But we'd love to have you come check out the shows and continue to support us by going to our Patreon page and our Kick page. Yes, we're still having a Friday night show on Kick. Yep. So we are having a Friday night show on Kick and only Kick, not on YouTube. That's another reason to come over to Kick, because that's where the fun is. That's where we can play music. That's where we can talk about stuff that YouTube will not let us talk about. That's where we can show movies, which YouTube will not let us do either. So come to Kick where the fun is, because that's where the fun is. Don't forget that. Oh, you know what? You keep doing that stupid thing. You don't even have the screen highlighted. You got the wrong screen. So every time you type, I don't know what you're typing on. How do you know I might not accidentally type a command and it cancels the stream or something? Good question, Lum. I don't know. I'm highlighted now. So here's Kick's link. And here's the Patreon page link. And we'd love to have you in both. Check them both out, guys. It doesn't cost anything to look. Yeah, it's 21 degrees Fahrenheit. Or about minus 6 degrees Celsius. It's not as cold as this. In some places I've heard there was minus 17 degrees Fahrenheit in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah!
Dress warmly, guys. Yeah, I'm sure they are, but I'm sure a lot of them are shacking up with their friends too in their friends' apartments too. A lot of them do that. And Winston, there's a lot of woods around you, so you can build little lean-tos and you can have little campfires, and no one will care. You know. But you know what's really sucks is you got those thugs that go out there and destroy homeless camps. And they're not talking about it because they think that it's the right to destroy homeless camps. I don't understand why they think it's so cool. Because you know why? Because they're stupid idiots. That's why. Not for Eden. The soup kitchen is not open for Eden still. I can say this much. You go up there to get your meal and it was warm and they give it to you through the slot in the window. They have to call it the open slot in the door soup kitchen, because that's what it is. It's the open slot in the door. That thing sucks.
Oh yeah!
Maybe. You know what the thing is? Maybe they have to change the door to the open slot in the door soup kitchen. So they'll just have to add the word slot in. So you can call it the open slot in the door soup kitchen. It would have been open by now. But the administrator above Carrie doesn't want to open the door for some reason. And it doesn't make any sense. If there's any time when eating outside is just not going to work, this is it. I don't know. It costs them more money on dishes. On paper plates and paper cups and plastic forks and spoons. Before they had someone washing the dishes, and people had the ability to get a hot meal. It was actually cheaper. Okay, I see that. Someone wants to come on, there's noodles. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. And I did not hear anything that time. Admit one. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Michelle. How are you?
I'm doing right. How are you?
Good. So I just got word from the hospital that my mother has her eyes open and she's speaking. So
Well, that's good. She's kind of recovering.
yeah, well, they're trying to still figure out what happened, and hopefully we'll get. So there's the. We're gonna find out, but this is very good because they were very concerned that there was going to be an issue, and we're still not out of the woods, but it's a big deal.
Do you think it was a stroke? Do you think it was?
So the MRI should show what was going on. They tested her blood. They tested all this stuff, and they were saying that there was really nothing wrong. They couldn't find an infection. They couldn't find any kind of like bacterial meningitis or anything like that. So we don't know what happened. Just again,
You know what? You could ask your mother, and I'm not trying to be crude when I say this, because we do talk about spirituality. In a situation like your mom, ask her if she had if she had a near-death experience, because I wonder if she saw something when she was out. I wonder if she experienced anything.
I'm sure if she did, Michelle, she'll tell us. But my mother isn't. My mother deals with dementia too.
Not too.
She's dealing with dementia, so there's that.
And like Craig Sr. could tell you with his own wife, it's really hard as enough as it is with the dementia.
Yeah. So, Michelle, I've been over at another community, and the gentleman that runs this community also has a nonprofit organization. And I was talking to him about it today, and I said, how do you get something like that off the ground? And he basically told me, if you don't have the money yourself,
Go on.
kind of like the government or something like that, where you can actually get money. So, would you be interested in maybe trying to write an essay for a grant to maybe get a studio
I don't
outside
know,
of Main Street?
because the problem with a 501c3 is that would totally mess up YouTube for me, because we are not a 501c3 on YouTube.
Right.
And that means also you need to realize that you're not allowed to make profit.
Okay, so again, you could have this would be for multiple people, Michelle. This would be something that you could have, right, and show other people how to work in a studio, how to
Oh yeah,
run a
I mean,
YouTube
that's
channel,
true.
etc.
That's true. I could even go to the Small Business Administration and apply for a business loan under the idea of teaching education and sharing skill sets of how to do YouTube. If the business plan is solid and has, it seems like something that investment they're going to give you a loan for. Because my bank is a SBA participating bank, so theoretically speaking, if I have a solid business plan, I could probably bring it to my bank, and they could look at it, and they could let me know if it's something that's doable.
Yeah. So I'm gonna continue to talk to this guy about what routes to go down, Michelle. So just to be, I didn't know about this essay that you might have to write in regards to getting a grant like this, but maybe there's someone in this community that I'm at right now that might be able to help, because these people are very organized. They're very much into helping each other out and stuff like that. They seem
I'm
like good
sure that the
people.
communities that I'm working with right now, like Parasolo and PDX, could help me write this, and so could Howard One. Could help
Mhm.
me put together a business proposal that I could probably bring to a local bank and apply for an SBA grant or loan. Yeah, I see that Tiger is worth working into. If you go for a 501c3, it's a not-for-profit tax status. Whereas my business is more for profit, even if it isn't much.
Because my thing is, Michelle, you doing the live streams and stuff like that is great. I think you should have a studio where maybe you can get live guests, interview people. And I think if you had something like that, Michelle, other than your apartment, it might be good for you. It might be good for the channel. And if you can get people from the surrounding area and teach them how to do it, Michelle, that would be even better.
Yeah.
You can have a whole channel devoted to that.
I mean, right now, Jimmy has a storefront downstairs that's vacant right now. He's storing junk in there, but he cleans it up. It certainly would be a pretty good sized studio. It's got a new ceramic tile floor in there. There's got a side room where you can have for your makeup, makeup artists to, get your audience, your panelists all dressed nice and neatly, cosmetics. There's enough room for a control booth there so the producers and engineers can watch over the show. And still large enough area in the front of the store for the actual green screens. After all, the local cable public access channel is smaller than that. I mean, it's about the same size, I think. The public access TV for Charter cable used to be about the same size.
So the other thing is, Michelle, these people are very good at other things too. Maybe we can get you on their show. Would you want to do that?
Well, we were just talking about this earlier. One of the things is getting on people's shows. Sometimes it's really hard when you can't even find their email addresses to email them. And
I can talk to them, Michelle, and get you up there. The guy's got a pretty big channel, and he's got a pretty big following, and there's a lot of supportive people over there, Michelle.
Yeah. You know, what does this content usually feature?
They're auditors. They're 1A people, and they're all about transparency and all this stuff, and they also have nonprofit organizations for children in need, children that have,
okay,
they
so they focus on children in need. Okay.
That would be so cool. We could do a real radio show also.
Yeah, to get a real radio show, we need to get a license from the FCC. We have to file an application fee of $3,000. It costs a lot of money to get a license to have a fully licensed AM radio station.
Michelle, we might be able to get this through grants. That's what I'm trying to get at. And the way this guy was explaining
you can get grants.
was,
Depending on the grants, which are also, you can be still a for-profit even with a grant. I think if we had a real local live AM Silvermoon radio show, you could even do it in the same place as the studio with the YouTube videos. But you might want to have them in an area that's kind of separate so that there's no crossover sounding from each one. But now that Morsel Monk is for sale, there again, that would be another good place for to have a studio. Because you would have the upstairs and you have the downstairs of Morsel Monk. You ever watch Northern Exposure, Noodles?
No, I don't like TV. I don't like gay TV either. That was a gay show.
So this morning show is kind of based on Chris in the Morning, if you think about it. Where he has the music, and he reads stories, and he talks about stuff. He's one of the side characters on Northern Exposure. It's really kind of fun. Although, the show over the years has diverged many times over to different genres. But the morning show is still the main show here. I guess you can call her Michelle in the Morning, because that's kind of what this is, really. The NASQ Chill Zone. This is kind of like Michelle in the Morning.
Nads is asking, can you get out today? It's snowing up there, right, Michelle? You guys got a lot of snow?
No, it's not snowing up here right now, Noodles.
Oh, is it icy?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure of that.
Nads, I'm telling you, that's not a good idea to get her out on the icy pavement.
Yeah, today is most likely nicey icy. Let's see. You can see the snow is starting to defrost off the screen or off the window. You can see the sky is blue outside. And, of course, this is the other studio right there where we do our shows, our videos. People like those videos, they're at the couch and the plushies. So that's what we do. That's how we do our show. Because that seems to be the most popular. Once it came back...
Nads, I don't know if you know this, Nads, but Michelle is about to embark on an epic journey with PDX, possibly on a train across country.
That would probably be for the summer, Noodles.
Right, but it's something that you want to promote. You want to start getting ideas for. You want to start talking about, plans, Michelle. You want to make plans. You want to go out and do stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're working on it. We're talking about it. We haven't exactly figured out when yet. We have an idea what it's going to cost. So like PDX said was, what I'll do, she said, is I will come to you on plane, get if a Windsor locks, rent the car, and then come to Winstead, and then stay there for a little while with you, and then we'll book our train ticket, room out on the train so we can have a place to sleep. That's kind of expensive, but it's a 3-day trip over to back to Seattle, Tacoma, Oregon area. And then we just stay there for a while, and then I would take the same trip home again. So you have to figure in how much it's going to cost. Now, if you wanted to travel coach, it's cheaper, but do you really want to sit in a train seat for 3 days? Ed used to bitch the fact that he used to say it was snore too loud already.
Yeah. At
least with a room, on a train, at least I have the ability to close the door of the train and make sure I can still have if I get bored, I can still walk back and forth to the dining car and things like that. And if I go with somebody that is not disabled, then can see clearly, then I can make sure that we can take the connecting trains, because there might be more than one train that we have to be on. As then we're changing cars probably at least 2 or 3 times to get where for PDX lives.
Yeah, so Michelle, this is like something that you want. Thank you. This is something that you want to possibly start talking about, getting ideas for, and promoting, Michelle. Maybe people want to donate to this. Maybe people want to be part of this. You know what I'm saying?
And they know how to donate. Look at the blue box above my head. That's how you donate, guys. Figure it's going to cost, I'm just going to say, with the room on the train for 3 nights, a 3-day trip going from here to Oregon State, it's going to probably cost about $400, $500 one way. So you got to figure out that we're going to need enough money for a round trip. That's per person. Now you got 2 people. So remember that. You got 2 people. So double that. So figure about $1,000 to get out west, and then $1,000 to get home again. No, wait, $500 to get out there, and then $500 to get home. Plus I
so it's gonna be $1,000 round trip.
Sounds about right. That sounds like a conservative guess, given the price of diesel fuel keeps going up for the trains.
So Michelle, here's the thing. If that's what it's going to cost, you better start asking for donations, like now.
No, where's the blue box? It's right up on my head. Where's the blue box in the chat?
Yeah, I know, but Michelle, you gotta kind of push it. You gotta kind of you gotta kind of sell it. You can't just, think that people are just gonna start donating.
Yeah, we can certainly give the official prices. I'll let you guys know what they'll be. I'll try to go down to the Amtrak page today and get the information to go from, I don't even know exactly where she lives in Oregon, so I have to figure out what town it's going to be. And see if the train goes there, if we have to take a shuttle bus from the nearest Amtrak station to where she lives in Oregon. So
is this something that you want to do?
If you took first class on the train, I can tell you right now, it's cheaper than it is to get a room on the train. Okay. And I got a feeling PDX and me are similar in the area that they're going to want to have our quiet time. And we're not going to want to have to always be, in public as much. We might want to have a time where we can go to a room and chill and do our videos and things like that. Because they have Wi-Fi on the train too. So we would still be able to do our show even while on the train. No, I didn't say booking first class. The cheapest tickets are coach. And which is fine. Ed already spends $150 to get to Tampa by coach ticket. From Central Row down to what's the station now? They're known as going down to Penn Station. And then from Penn Station down to Tampa, Florida, to several connecting trains. Which is another option you could do. If you wanted to do that, just take several connecting trains.
All right, what about Red coming back, Michelle? What's up with this red orangutan's return to your Discord?
He's on Discord. You know that he's still talking to everybody now.
Yeah, I know. What happened? Did he come back and say, "Oh, Michelle, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to leave you like that." That shitty Red.
He just got upset because originally I didn't want to block certain people. That's why he left.
I miss Tampa so much. It's
gone to the dogs. Someone Ed's told me because of all the poverty in Tampa right now.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think Red was doing this entire time, Michelle? Just out of curiosity.
Possibly watching the show in the background.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a lurker, Michelle. Red turned out to be a lurker, a big time lurker. Red. Wow.
Well, at least now you can talk to him in our Discord. At least he comes over there and he's talking to people. I think that's a good sign.
Oh, yeah!
So you want to talk to him, you can do so yourself. Anybody can come on the Discord and talk to him.
I know. I gave him a rash of shit this morning. I said, "How dare you, you scumbag, you fucking scumbag, Red." All up and down, Michelle. I gave him a fucking serious talking to.
You gave him a wrench on your show this morning.
Yeah.
And what did he do with it? Did he club you over the head with it by mistake?
Oh,
David
he's a
says, "Hi, Noodles."
Red's a dirtbag. Dirtbag Red. Wow.
So Nan says, "Dave, hi."
Well, I think it's interesting though, that we're having a good shows. We're growing our morning shows. It's the videos that right now are really bringing in the bacon right now. As far as because they get green dollar signs in the very beginning when they go live. So, and since this morning we suffered from netsplit, but the recording was never split, so the recording is complete. So what we'll do is we're going to upload the recording to the videos, and then we'll probably delete the live streams if, and then just have people watch the recordings instead, because then I can get them in green dollar signs right away. You gotta have that money. Gotta have the money for a trip to going out to Oregon, absolutely.
Need that money, honey. Now, see, will you be meeting up with Seasons to do a lesbian?
Tiger Kitty, I don't even do shorts. Forget shorts. I do longs. I'm sorry, I do 100s. I don't do stubbies. I mean, if you look at my videos, they're usually about anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour long, and they've been bringing in more views.
Okay, Silvermoon
But Michelle,
Radio.
will you be having romantic relationships with Seasons out in Portland, Oregon when you go out there?
I'm not going to be talking to Seasons necessarily. I don't even know if PDX knows where she lives.
Well, I mean, she's been doxxed, so.
Yeah. So
did you see John and Lolly's new son, Mason?
Who?
Mason Camillo. Have you seen Mason Camillo yet?
No, I haven't seen him. Why? What's he like? How is he compared to his mother?
He's got the lungs of Lolly, the eyes of John, the hair of Lolly, and the facial features of John. It's very strange. It's kind of like a 50-50 mix.
But
That's Mason Camillo.
But she's too old to have kids. I mean, she's too old to have kids.
Yeah, I think when you see Mason, you'll understand.
How old is Mason?
He's a brand new baby on oxygen. Yeah.
If she's as old as everybody says she is, that's pretty unusual. Usually they don't have kids when they're in their 50s and 60s.
Well, with modern medicine today, Michelle, anything's possible.
Oh, I know it's possible, but the risk is still pretty great for the mother.
Right, and then Mason Camillo comes out, and you realize why older people probably shouldn't have kids. It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
That's Mason Camillo. Fresh on the scene.
Okay. Well, maybe she might finally turn over a new leaf now that she has someone to take care of.
Yeah, she has someone to take care of. Not only that, but she's a mommy now. She has to be responsible.
Yeah.
She can't be doxing people, swatting people as much, or, making up fake documents.
Well, we'll have to see what happens with that.
And last night we found out who actually made the fake documents. It was Misfit Pariah.
Absolutely, I do count the gifts, Tiger Kitty. I never stopped counting the gifts. That's the thing you guys have to understand. By the way, we are up to about $110 right now, and the month is almost half over. So we've already met the minimum for getting paid from YouTube for February.
So Michelle, how much are you bringing in the month now from YouTube? Just in the AdSense.
On the AdSense?
Yeah.
Which includes the Super Chat, Super Stickers, and Super Thanks total?
Yeah.
This month right now I got $108. Last month I got $150, which I'm going to be paid on the 22nd of January.
All right, so you're making about $100 a month, right? Just on the AdSense alone.
We went up to about 150.
All right, 150 a month on average.
Yeah.
That's Michelle. That's very good. Okay. You're getting donations. You're getting gifts, Michelle. I would say about a month. Every month, you're probably making about $200 to $300.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Well, lately I've been mostly getting the donations, as I said, through AdSense, and then I sometimes get donations through Patreon, and sometimes I get donations into CashApp, but I haven't seen very many through PayPal, but I see Patreon and AdSense are my two income sources. But right now we only have like a couple people on Patreon. We need to get more people on Patreon. I really would like to see more people on Patreon. What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah!
Then get your asses over there and subscribe to it.
Yeah, Nads.
Oh, yes, the wish
Nads,
list.
I'm working on that right now. I'm going to try to make, Nads, what I want to do is I'm going to create all of those, and I want to run it through a program and add the colors, and then maybe work off that as I'll show you. Michelle, I'm doing serial killer art or murderer art.
Yeah. So I'm not into
serial killer or murderer art. I'm not sure what that is, but I know I've been trying to focus more on the spirituality, trying to talk about more positive topics on my channel right now. And like I said about Martin Luther King, was based on my honest feelings about Martin Luther King, that he was a cool dude.
Yep. I heard people referring to him as Martin Loser King the other day, which was kind of unsavory and unfair. I don't know why they would be considering him Martin Loser King, but whatever.
You don't think people like Martin Luther King?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You want to know my true opinion on that? I don't think so. I think that a lot of the liberals have stepped back from Martin Luther King because of the fact that he was a preacher. He believed in God. He believed in the Bible, and he wouldn't make it today in this social justice warrior climate with his
No, he wouldn't make it
anti-homosexual.
today because unfortunately, I think he would have seen through all the bullshit for one thing. And he
he would have brought people back down to reality. That's what he would have done.
He would have given Antifa and BLM an earful. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Because he would have said to them, listen, I believe in equality for everybody. I believe that everybody should live free and no one should say they're superior to the other. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, but he wasn't for gay marriage. Let's put it that.
Of course he wasn't for gay marriage. I understand not everybody supports gay marriage. And they would have
shot him for that, Michelle. That's all I'm saying. He would have been killed by Antifa instead of
he already was shot by the predecessors of BLM. BLM, the grandparents of BLM killed him.
Yeah,
it was his own. Except maybe it was WLM that killed him. White Lives Matter.
It could have been.
The point was that he came in and he spoke up the truth and he felt what he expressed what he said.
Hey, how are you?
Also, he was a Republican.
Can I get an everything bagel with vegetable cream cheese, please?
He was.
Sorry?
He was a Republican.
No.
He was a Baptist minister. He was a Republican. He truly believed in equality for everybody. And that's something that I strongly still feel is a real thing. He wanted everybody to be equal rights and be able to live freely, and no man can own another. I mean, Rusty's here. All right, come on. I gotcha. Oh, big cat. How you doing? There's the furry kitty. I mean, I still think he was. I think he was a visionary, just like Nelson Mandela was.
Right.
And I think that both men should be respected because they stood up against the tyranny of their ages. I mean, do you really think about this? Even I am standing up to the tyranny of my age. Look around you. Look all the stuff that I am so adamantly against as a member of the Purple Party. I'm against the far left, and I'm equally against the far right.
Oh, yeah!
I believe that we need to work together as a group to solve the problems of the world, not remain divided and destroy it. And that's the reason why I still believe that we need to continue to live is equals in equality, and Martin Luther would certainly expect no less. Martin Luther King truly did believe in everybody having equal rights and being treated with respect and dignity, and so do I. Put a like in the like jar, guys. It helps with the algorithm. Even though I'm going to make this video hidden afterwards, because we're going to upload the complete video that ended up as being netsplit. Because I want you guys to be able to see the video from beginning to end. But still, put a like in the like jar. It does help with the algorithm. I don't understand how the algorithm works, but I really would appreciate it. So that's the reason why I still think that we need to be thankful of the great things that we have in this country. You know, you still gotta tighten this nut on this bench. Oh, yeah. Oh. Doesn't matter anyway. No, but the Segi monitor does kind of suck. See? Because the camera is slightly off angle. That's why it's the way it is. Of course.
Hey, Michelle.
What's that?
Who do you think is the most exciting serial killer?
I don't know. The most exciting serial killer, and this is a pun, would be me when I go through 2 boxes of Crispix cereal in a single week. 2 family-sized boxes of Crispix, I can go through those in a single week.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
How are your dumps? Do you have very healthy dumps?
Who? Oh, yeah, I do. But as long as they make, as long as they go often, the thing is I think it was the multivitamin supplement that really helped me keep me going regular, because I guess I was lacking certain nutrients. I don't have a lacking problem anymore with that. As long as I take my vitamins every day, then systems stay working normally. I think the 50 plus vitamins every day was a good thing to add to my list. Well, guys, it's 3 minutes to 12. And so does anybody want to ask anything before we get ready to wrap it up? Because it looks like today's show is pretty much starting to wind down. Doesn't mean that we can't.
I got a question. Like, so when you end this show, what exactly do you do?
So when you end the show, what exactly do you do? I go watch content from other channels, and then I go ahead and I plan my videos for the day. Which is something I used to do for years. But those live streams are always so dynamic, they change. So, like, in the beginning of the show, before you come on, we start with some news stories, and then we get into the other material. And then after that, we talk for a bit. And then after the show's over, then I go back to YouTube and the news and read the news and watch videos, take a nap, do videos, and eat, sleep, excrete. Pretty much the same thing, repeat every day. It's the same cycle. I mean, it's
so you're gonna end this. You're gonna watch this entire live stream over again and then edit it.
No, I'm not gonna edit this one. No, but I said we had netsplit earlier. We're just showing it up in part 1 and part 2, but we were recording it completely from beginning to end. So what I might do is I'm gonna put the complete one that didn't get the netsplit up onto my local copy, and that way the people can watch the stream from beginning to end without all the interruptions from being netsplit because some jerk keeps trying to kill the show. So, like I told you, remember, we're recording local copies of this program. So we're going to upload those. We're going to hide these. So if everybody wants to look in the public for the live stream, in its complete entirety. It will be uploaded in maybe about an hour to 2 hours from now. The complete show will have green dollar sign from the top, and then we can get paid for it. David says he put a homemade pizza in the oven. That's cool. What do you put on your pizza? David, what do you like to put on your pizza? What kind of things do you like in your pizza?
Are you asking me or David?
I'm asking David S.
Oh.
Thingman, what does he like to put on his pizza?
Chocolate. Michelle, would you ever eat a white chocolate pizza?
I never made a chocolate pudding pizza. It sounds more like a dessert pizza. I mean, pizza crust with marshmallow sauce, and then chocolate chips.
Sounds delicious.
That actually sounds kind of interesting. That sounds easy enough too. You can even have a gram. Nat says they're making pierogies. What kind of pierogi? Plain ones, cheese ones, potato ones?
Aren't pierogies like usually like potato and onion or something like that?
He's making a supreme pizza. Dessert pizzas are bomb. Oh yeah, it would be really bad for my waistline too.
And for your teeth. Your teeth suffer from these dessert pizzas.
Oh, it depends on how long you bake them for. 3 cheese ones, that sounds interesting for pierogies. I hope you have a good lunch, that's for sure.
You know, last night, Michelle, I don't know if you were watching the Noodles live show with Slingshot Warrior, but he got 3 pizzas sent to his house last night. 3.
Did they pay for them?
No.
So he had to pay for them?
They used my email address, right? They used my email address, and they send it to his house. Like, you know, I had to call up 3 places and be like, don't send these out. In fact, block my email from your fucking server or something like that.
Yeah.
I want to be permanently banned from fucking ever ordering anything online from your store ever again.
They did the same thing to me when they tried to send Patty a pizza.
Yeah.
And I just threw my hands in the air and said to Domino's, I said, "Boy, you guys are sure stupid over there, aren't you?"
So, you know what? I called up Domino's and I said, not for nothing, but do you even read the names? And they're like, no. I'm like, can you read the name on that order? And the woman's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you guys were going to make pizza and send it to someone's house with that name on it? They're like, well, this is how I'm like, I understand how it works. It's got to stop.
Just
like, how do you get it to stop?
Just be glad you don't have your credit card on your account, otherwise they'll be charging it for you too, which could be good or bad.
These pizzas, Michelle, these pizzas are like fucking $26 for a medium pizza.
Well, it's because they have to keep going up because of all the stupidity that they're doing to the orders. That's why.
Well, Domino's and fucking Pizza Hut and Papa John, they must not give a shit. It's like, yeah, seriously, like they set it up so that people can do this stuff. They can lose money. Maybe they don't care about losing money.
Yeah. So imagine if Domino's says, oh, well, okay, you're going to order pizza, please enter your credit card number now. They should do that, where you have to enter your credit card number when you place the order. That's what they should do. They need to screen better. You know, which is one of the reasons why it's really not a good idea to have your credit card number in with your order number or with your order name on any website. Because next thing you know, they're going to slap you with a bill. Because you can say, oh, yes, Doodles. Okay, you ordered a pizza for Slingshot Warrior. That'll be $27. We've already charged the MasterCard ending and blah, 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 blah. And then you'll go, I want my money back. I didn't authorize that. And I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, you have to contact the credit card company. You do charge back. And then they're out of money. And then Slingshot Warrior gets to munch on his pizza. But then Domino's still ends up losing money. So that's not any better solution either.
Oh yeah.
Michelle, it's a big game, and again, I talked to the manager. I said I want to talk to the district manager about this. I need this to stop. They're targeting a disabled man over this, and the name on the pizza was Slingshot Warrior's dead mother.
Really?
That was the name. Yeah, that was the name, the actual name that they tried using. And I said, this is fucking ridiculous. You guys are being used to target and harass a fucking disabled person. I'm like, I need it to stop.
And what did they say?
They said they're going to put him on a list. They're no longer going to accept any. It has to be paid for first before they.
It should have been that way from the beginning. It should have been that way from the beginning, Noodles. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Because I did the same thing with Noli's. I said the same thing when someone tried to do it with Noli's. I said, wait a minute. You had someone call in to order a Clarence Casino pizza that cost $50 fucking bucks, and you didn't immediately say, give me your credit card number on the damn phone?
Yeah.
We don't usually think about the... You guys are on $50 for pizza that I can't even eat because I'm allergic to clams.
Yeah.
The stupidity. If you already got the person's phone number, when they call on a pizza that type, you should immediately say, what's your Visa or MasterCard number, please?
Okay, no, this is the thing. This is the thing. They don't even with Domino's, right? They just say, put down your phone number. You can put down anyone's phone number. You can put down anyone's email address. You can put down any of that crap. Why don't they make you log in first? You know what I mean?
Well, like in the case of the person called Noli's, then they called them on the phone. Like I said to the order taker, you should be getting the credit card number to pay for the damn thing, and you should run it through right there on the phone to make sure it's legitimate. To make sure that they actually have the money in the card to pay for it. Listen, if you people want to send people pizzas as gifts, then pay for them outright, okay? Yeah, if you're going online and ordering a pizza on the website, there's no reason you could not have the payment information right there on the order form. This is the reason why you're going to order pizzas online. They should say, okay, fine. Okay, before we deliver, I need your credit card number. We have to authorize that. Then there would be no way that Domino's or Pizza Hut or Papa John's or whatever company would be out of money, because they would be paid right before they even start making the damn thing.
Like Amazon doesn't even do this. You know what I mean?
No, Amazon requires that you pay up front when you make an order. They don't go, oh, that's okay, you can order from your store and you don't have to worry about paying for it. Because Amazon knows the kind of bullshit that goes on, and they're not going to let that happen. It's common sense.
Because they care about losing money. They don't want to lose money. They want to make money. Domino's and fucking Pizza Hut, they don't give a shit about losing money. These are scumbag companies. Scumbag companies that are used.
Bad direction for a company. No
people.
wonder why the companies are going bankrupt. Because they're not at least looking at the bottom line. And if I had a pizza company, that's exactly what I would do. I'll say is, wait a minute, you're calling in an order for this pizza. Okay, can I have my credit card number, please? Oh, can I pay for it when it gets delivered? No! You pay for it right now.
Oh yeah!
Because we're not going to give you free pizzas. We already ran into rounds with that in the past. So I want your credit card number right now.
Policy change. If you get a pizza sent to your house, and it was mistakenly sent to your house or whatever, they had to give it to you for free. If they would change that fucking policy, they might as well give it to you for free. Because what are they doing with that pizza? Seriously, what are they doing with that fucking pizza? Give it to me for free.
That's the thing I think is stupid about the whole thing. That they're doing that. It doesn't make any sense.
There should be an investigation. That's all I'm saying. What do they do with all these pizzas that are sent back in when people use Pizza Hut, Domino's to harass others?
They end up in the dumpster. It's food waste.
I mean, think about it. People are starving all over the world. Why are they throwing it out? They might resell it, Michelle. You don't know. I want Domino's and fucking Pizza Hut and all these companies to be responsible.
Maybe if it's a pizza place that's a common pizza type, like pepperoni, maybe they can't sell it by the slice.
Yeah, they ain't doing that.
But Claire's Casino Pizza? Who's going to buy that? That's ridiculous. Yeah, they throw them out. They don't keep them around. That's just it. And so I'm saying is if I was a pizza owner, shop owner, I would say is, you want to order a pizza? And you're going to have to give me your credit card number right now. I'm not going to ship out a pizza just because you say you want to have a pizza sent to this address or that address. I want your plastic and I want your number right now because I'm not going to take a bloodbath on this.
Oh, yeah!
Now, Michelle, I want to let you know that I'm almost up to 1,100 subs, Michelle. 1,100 subs.
Congratulations, Singles. I'm very happy you got your 1,100 subs. What did YouTube's application say about your monetization?
I don't. So I applied for it. I'm still waiting to hear back, which is kind of a good thing because last time I did it, they were like they sent me a response back in like 3 days.
Yeah.
You know, this has been going on like a week, so
yeah,
I think they're going to give it to me. It's going to be awesome, and I'm going to rub it in the face of all my enemies, every single one of them, every single one of them. And guess what? It's not my name. Woo! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Yeah, well, that means how are you going to do with the AdSense side of it, though? Because if I ever get monetized, I can't have the AdSense in my name, or because I'm not Michelle's bank account.
Right.
So I'd have to go through and get my own bank account, but I can't get a bank account because I don't have a Social Security number. Michelle has the Social Security number, so I don't know how that would work since the two email accounts are completely different, but they're going to the same bank. We're afraid that they might decide to turn down my application when the time comes. It's possible. We gotta get Lomi a legitimate Social Security number and appropriate green card so she can get her own stuff done. And like I said, in the case of the situation with the people that are doing this horrible stuff about pizzas and things like that, these companies have got to make the smart business decisions to control loss. And one of the things they're saying is like I said, is when you person orders, especially online definitely, they should immediately go, oh, okay, wait a minute, I recognize you, you're an account here. All right, we're automatically going to charge a credit card. That could be good and that could be bad. Here's how it could be bad. If the bad person knows your username, password, all of a sudden your credit card is going to be going, wait a minute, I didn't order 4 pizzas. Oh, here's 2 more. Who the hell's getting all these pizzas?
That is fraud, Michelle. That is fraud. And again, nobody's being held responsible. It's like you can really get away with certain things here in this country because there's a bunch of fucking lazy scumbags out there that don't give a shit about laws. They really don't.
Absolutely right.
They fucking.
You're absolutely right.
It's like you might. Why is it a law if you're not going to enforce it? Why are these laws so enforceable? Why are they even on the fucking books?
In the case of places like Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, etc., they need to set down their own rules and they prevent their own losses. But if they're not doing nothing, they're going to be taken advantage of by bad people. Unfortunately, always. How do you get monetized? Bad language is used, especially if it's often. That's a good question. That's why they're going through Noodle's channel and they're probably going over with a fine-tooth comb. Remember, Noodles had prior accounts. They're probably going to go facial recognition. And they're going to probably look at his channels, compare his face to prior accounts that have been banned with similar faces.
Well, here's the thing, Michelle. It's not my channel.
No, but you are you're the main commentator on that channel.
It doesn't matter. It'd be like me being on your channel. How come you still get monetized even though I've been banned on YouTube so many times?
Right, so do you know that the person that you're using the channel with their consent is going to have to take care of the payments with AdSense, right? The AdSense code.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I got someone who lives in the house that's doing it for me.
But how's that going to work with Lumi, though, if she ever gets monetized? I mean, she has to put her money on my AdSense. And is YouTube going to have a problem with that?
I don't know, Michelle.
I wish I could say if I knew the answer. I don't know either. Welcome, Quick and Dave, to the show. How you doing? Well, I'll say one thing, guys. I think, like I said, is that these companies that these people ordering pizza from really need to seriously crack down on what's going on. Because it's unacceptable. Especially if they're ordering through a website. There's no reason why the website can't go ahead and say, hey, it's nice. You want to order pizza and your email address is blah, 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 at blah, blah. You know what? I need your credit card now. Because we don't do deliveries unless you give us a credit card number.
Michelle, my Gypsy Rose illustration is really taking off. Everyone loves the Gypsy Rose illustration.
Oh, you're doing a Gypsy Rose illustration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Well, guys, I got a meeting with Wiki at 1:30 today.
What?
It's going to be a private meeting between me and Wiki at 1:30 today. Wait. Now, is she going to come? I don't know. We'll find out.
Wait. Wiggy's coming to your place?
No, Wiggy's coming to my private panel. We're not meeting in person. We're meeting on Google Meets on a private link.
What is the topic?
The topic is we're trying to mend fences. We're trying to find out what is causing some of the dissension among the community.
Dissension among the community? You mean with Wiggy and everybody? No, listen,
with Wiggy,
Michelle, just tell Wiggy to come back. That's all you got to do.
Well,
Wiggy,
she already did come back.
But
she said she wants to talk to me.
Skynet, come back.
Right, she's got to come back. She already has come back, but she said she still like to talk to me in private. So I said that's fine. And we scheduled up a time for today, 1:30. I gave her a private Google Meets link that we're going to be talking on. We're going to record it. And then because she wanted to record a copy for herself too. I said, fine. Then we'll put that up on, share the video with our friends and see how it goes from there.
You know, here's the thing, Michelle. All right. People have come forth in the past couple days about certain people that have been on your channel, like Rachella, Irish Marie, Carrie Bridges, Wiggy, and they're showing me what these people have done in the past, these screenshots.
Sure, what these people have done in the past, I know that, Noodles. But even you acknowledged that back then the channel was not exactly in well-respected channel on YouTube either. for no reasons of my own. No, nothing I did wrong. But thanks to 4chan, 8chan, Kiwi Farms, people never really took this channel seriously. Now the channel is becoming much higher quality channel. And
Michelle, record this interaction between you two. I'm telling you, record it.
She already agreed to it. She wants a copy of it also.
Okay, record it, Michelle, and I'm telling you right now, Michelle, there were people here, all right, that were causing a lot of the problems for you instead of helping you,
Right.
Michelle. They were causing a lot of it, and I'm going to be honest with you, Michelle. You know, there were things that I was doing that you didn't like. You came to me, all right. You told me what the problems were, and it stopped, Michelle.
Yes,
right?
you did. But
These people continue to do it.
But then you originally thought the same thing too.
Michelle, they continued to do it, and they were against you being very, very progressive in your new venture. And this is my only concern. You know.
Well, like I said, I'd give her an audience. That's what I said. So I'm going to keep my end of the bargain and show up. You know, because I did tell her, I said I would do that I would talk to her about it in private, and I'm going to do that.
There's something. So, Michelle, just remember, these people spent years and years trolling you, right, behind the scenes, and now they want to have a private conversation with you. That's all I'm getting at. And Carrie Bridges all of a sudden comes back. There's something wrong, Michelle. Just be very careful.
I understand that news. I got that. Why Google Meets? Well, we're going to show you why Google Meets. In case you don't know, Google Meets here. Oh, it hasn't been updated yet. That's why I got to update that screen. That way we have on Google Meets the ability to get the text or speech to text closed captions, which makes it easy for me to fix that. Let me fix this here so you can see this here. So that we can talk on the panel like this. So you see right below the screen when I talk or Noodles talks, you have the captions. Want to say something, Noodles, so they can see what I'm talking about? He's not talking. Anyway, so when you
fuck you, right?
So that's how that works. So that means that I can see what they're saying and what I'm saying, and they can understand each other. But right now, I gotta use the bathroom and freshen up. So Noodles, I'll talk to you later because I gotta freshen up and stuff. So I'll talk to you, okay?
All right, I'll talk to you later, Michelle.
All right, you have a nice day now. I hope your mom stays healthy. Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. I really do hope it's gonna work out. So as I said, I do gotta freshen up. And we're gonna keep the great people. And we're not gonna let anybody fuck us up. That's what we're doing. We're not gonna let them fuck us up. Definitely not. So for now, everybody, stay warm, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We're gonna work on a video. Hopefully, get it up before the Wee Woo and J-Max today at 5 o'clock. And we're gonna upload the complete show, which ended up getting netsplit, so you can see the whole thing. This is going to take about an hour or two to upload, but we'll get this up too so you can watch that as well. So for now, stay out of trouble, and I'll talk to you guys later. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. No, that's not that funny, but we'll see where it goes. So everybody, sorry about that. It's okay. Press the wrong button. It happens sometimes. Anyway, be excellent to one another, and don't forget to party on, dude. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, everybody.